Hey there, everybody. Going to talk about circles in the light of conic sections here. So the very first place to start is to talk about where the equation actually comes from. So picture a circle here. We are calling the center of the circle h comma k, and then notice I have labeled some random point on the circle x comma y. Now, the definition of a circle is the set of all points x comma y that are a fixed distance away from some other point, in this case the center, h comma k. Now, we call that fixed distance that all the points are away from the center the radius, r. So, if I draw a line connecting these 2 points, I can label that as the radius r. Now, I'm going to draw 2 more lines on here. I'm going to draw what is the base of a right triangle, and then I'm going to draw what is the height of a right triangle. And what I want to do is I want to come up with an expression that represents the length of the blue line and the length of the red line. Well, if I look at that blue line right there, you might see that I am changing my x value, but the y value is staying the same. So I'm looking at the difference between that x value of h and this x value of, well, x. I can find that distance by subtracting the two, so I can express the length of that blue line as x minus h. Now similarly, I can do the same thing for that red line there. I can note that the x values are staying the same if I'm looking at that point xy and then that point directly beneath it, at the corner there where that right angle is. The x value is staying the same and the y values are changing, so again I can find them as the difference between y and k, so y minus k right there. Now we have a right triangle, and one of our favorite things to do with right triangles is to write down the Pythagorean relationship that connects all 3 sides of the right triangle. And by doing so, I get the equation of the circle. So I get the red leg squared plus the blue leg squared has to equal the hypotenuse squared, which in this case is labeled as r. So we get y minus k squared plus x minus h squared equals r squared. You'll often see it with the x term written first and the y term written second, but it really doesn't make a difference. So we have here the general equation of a circle with center h comma k and radius r. So that's the basic idea of a circle, and now we're going to look at a few different types of examples using this equation of a circle in a variety of ways.